What's going on? Welcome back, everybody. I have plenty of videos on the way, but in the spirit of maintaining our finances going forward in the year of 2024, I wanted to do this quick video to give you all things to avoid in 2024, especially if you are looking to grow or save or maintain your finances. So I started a portfolio, dividend portfolio, somewhere around the middle of last year, 2023. If you've been following me, if you're new here, welcome. Feel free, if you're interested in investing or growing your wealth or growing passive income, feel free to check out any one of my free videos that I put up called Play of the Day. That is where we get into our investing bag. That is where we talk about finances. That is where we talk about wealth. That is where we talk about money, how to grow it, how to save it, how to do better, right? That's what that series is focused on. If you're interested, if not, cool, no problem. Just watch my other content. I have plenty of it. But I'm thinking about putting that particular series, maybe starting something separately. I don't know if I want to start a separate channel for that or if I want to just maybe, I don't know, put it under a Patreon, under $1 membership tier or $2 membership tier. I'm not sure. But I do want to do this video. This particular video I think is important. Again, this is things to avoid in 2024. And number one, we're going to start with MLM and Ponzi schemes, okay? Listen, the black community, and I say the black community but it is not something that is only affecting the black community, right? It affects everyone. But I say the black community because we seem to be more prone to falling victims to these types of scams. MLM schemes, Ponzi scams, people that come in and indoctrinate you and get you to bring in other people, your friends, your family, anybody that you run into off the street and get them to join. It's all MLM scams. And I want us to avoid that, right? And I'm going to show you one that I did a video on. I've done several, probably maybe 2 or 3 videos on now. And it started off with called HyperNation. Then they went on to Hyperverse. Then they went on to Hypercosmos when Facebook made their change. Then they went on to the Metaverse, the Hyper Metaverse, or whatever it is that they're called now. But I'm going to show you all exactly what it is that I'm talking about. All right. This young lady right here, and I use that term very loosely, but what she actually is a leech. Okay. This is Brenda Chunga. Okay. The lady that you're seeing right here, Brenda Chunga. All right. And she was one of the people that was leading new people and new investors into the Hyper Nation, Hyperverse, whatever it's called now. All right. And she's been around for quite some time. She's been pulling off this scam for years. She's taken hundreds of thousands of dollars. And here, let's bring her up on YouTube. I want you all to see this. So this is one of their meetings that they hold, okay? All right. They say that Sam Lee is supposed to be the big mega mind behind the Hyperverse, the Hyper Cosmos, or whatever the hell they call it now. Sam Lee is supposed to be the big brain behind it all. Of course, he is overseas. He's not even here in the States. Why is he overseas? Because over there, they can get away with pulling off this type of scam. Over here, it's illegal. They can't do it, which is why he fled to Dubai in the first place. Over there, they can get away with all kind of schemes. They can get away with all kind of scams. They can get away with telling people, listen, if you invest with us, we're going to grow your money. We can promise you returns of 20, 30, 40%. Over there, they can do that because there's no laws over there to protect the people away from scams like that, all right? But I want y'all to pay attention to what I'm about to show you right now. This is one of their many, hold on, let's cut this stupid ass music off. This is one of their many virtual meetings that they hold, okay? And what they'll do is they'll go 2 or 3 months without talking to their customers or talking to people that have problems or talking to people that have problems, issues, getting their money out or getting returns that they promised. They'll go 2 or 3 months without talking to them. And then what'll happen is they'll put Brenda Chunga, okay? They'll put the company mascot out in front of the people just to give them a talking head so that they can calm down the masses. But I want you to pay attention to this particular picture right here. Let's move it a little bit forward so we can get more people into this room. Let's make sure. Yep, right there. Now, I want you to pay attention to where I have it paused at. I want you to take a good look at all of the people that they have in this meeting. All of these people in this meeting, these are not people that are at the top. These are not people that are running the business. No, these are actual customers. These are actual suckers that have gotten pulled into this scam. Sam Lee, official, right there, is supposed to be the big brain behind it. Of course, you can't get in contact with him. He only appears once every year or so to show that he's alive, basically. And then you have Brenda Chunga somewhere on here. But I want you to pay attention to every other picture. What you'll notice is a trend. Yes, there's all types of ethnicities involved. But what you'll notice is the age range. Look at the age range of these people. Most of these people are older. Most of these people are retired. If not retired, they're close to retirement. There's a reason that they target these type of people. I want y'all to look out for your family members. Look out for your aunties. Look out for Auntie Estelle. Look out for grandma. Look after grandpa. Check in on them, okay? Because I guarantee you that there's somebody after their finances. There's somebody after their retirement funds. There's somebody after their 401k. There's somebody after their checks, the checks that they get after they retire. I promise you. These people are leeches. I want y'all to look at every single person listen, look at their ages. There's a reason that they target older people. There's a reason that they target older people because they know they're vulnerable. Okay? They know they're vulnerable. They know they're more susceptible to fall into the grift, to fall into the scam. They know that they're more susceptible to believe what it is that they're saying because in their minds they have hope that, listen, I don't have nothing left. I'm too old to go out and get another job, right? A lot of these people have medical issues. They're bed bound or they're house bound at the very least. So they're like, listen, I don't have nothing else. I don't have another way to go out and bring in more dollars. I don't have a way to go out and bring in more revenue. So this is my opportunity. That's how these older people are looking at it. Look after y'all people, man. Check in on them. Ask them what's going on in their lives. Ask them what's going on. Don't be afraid to ask them what's going on with their finances. They might need you to stop them from investing in stupid ass scams and MLM schemes like Hyperverse. So going into 2024, avoid MLM Ponzi schemes. Okay, let's avoid it. Let's stay away from them. Let's stay away from things like the Tulsa Real Estate Fund. Shout out to JT Pocket Watcher. Let's stay away from the scams. Let's increase our knowledge about these things so that we're not so easily vulnerable, right? That's number one. Number two, I want y'all to stay away from bad investors. Yep. I want y'all to stay away from bad investors and grifters. And there's plenty of them out there. I've done plenty of videos on them. There's plenty of other channels out there that does videos on them. Check out Echoes. He's one of the guys that consistently does videos on it. Echoes from Above, I believe. There's Spencer Cornelia, y'all already know. That's all his channel is about, Grifter channel. Check these guys out, all right? JT the Pocket Watcher consistently exposing these goofs, these frauds. Make sure y'all stay up to date. Make sure y'all stay connected to these channels and these people so that y'all can stay aware of the people that are trying to take advantage of you. But I'm going to help them. I'm going to help them out. I'm going to point out a few of my own that I believe are outright suckers. Everything Money. Yep. Everything Money. If y'all don't know what Everything Money is, I'm going to bring them up right here. Don't even worry about it. Everything Money. EM. There you go. Paul Gabriel. I want y'all, listen, if you're going to take advice from these guys, I would admonish you to take advice with a grain of salt. Let me tell you what these guys' pitch is, okay? They get online, they talk about stocks. Usually it's probably the same 4 or 5 stocks that they talk about every week. They go from Microsoft to Alibaba. Just look at it, right there. Alibaba, Meta, Google. They talk about the same stocks every week, okay? Once in a while, they'll throw you off guard by throwing a stock in there that they never talked about before. But typically, they talk about the same stocks every week. And what do? They take their little tool that they have, that somebody that they probably had somebody cook up. They take their analyzer tool that they want you to pay hard cash for, so you can analyze stocks, and it can tell you whether or not to buy a stock or not. You don't need that bullshit. Just stop. All you got to do is stop being lazy. The information is out here, is readily available for you. I promise you. I promise you. The information, all the information you want is already readily available to you. You just got to stop being lazy. That's it. That's it. If you put forth a smidgen of effort, listen, I promise you, it will lead you into a world of finance and understanding. Do not buy this sucker ass shit. These people their purpose for making videos is to sell you on their stock analyzer tool. That is their goal. They're selling you on a tool that tells you when to buy a stock, when not to buy a stock, what price to buy the stock at. These are the same people that told you to buy Alibaba 2 years ago when it was $150 per share. Guess what it is now? Oh, you don't believe me? Let's pull it up. I love receipts. I love receipts. Let's pull it up. Since you don't believe me. Alibaba stock sitting at $72. They've been telling you to buy Alibaba stock for the last 2-3 years. And it has done nothing but decline. You don't believe me? Let's hear that. 3% in 5 days. 1 month chart. Up 0.91%. Ooh, let's look at the 6 month chart. Down 20%. Let's look at the year-to-date chart. Down 5%. Year chart. Down 37%. 5-year chart. Down 52%. In other words, what I'm saying, what are you saying, Derek? What are you saying? I'm saying that it doesn't matter when you bought Alibaba. Chances are that you have likely taken a loss on it. And they're still telling you to buy on the way down. They're still trying to get you to catch the falling knife. They've been telling you to catch this falling knife for the last 2 years. Vet the people that you choose to follow for financial advice and information, please. That's all I'm asking y'all. I'm not asking y'all to follow me for financial advice. Listen, I'm not a financial advisor. That's JT's lane. I'm not a financial advisor. But what I do very well is research and study. I don't have no problems with the things that I've selected to invest in because I know what I'm doing. I read and research, and that's all I'm asking y'all to do. Vet the people that you are choosing to follow for financial advice. Stop taking their word for it. Stop just buying in automatically because they look good, they got a great camera, and they wear bright suits and ties and dress shirts on the screen. Investing is more than that. Investors don't care nothing about your little collared shirt. Work to understand what it is that you are investing in. That's all I'm telling y'all to do. That's all I'm telling you. Work to understand, search to understand, read to understand, study to understand all of the investments that you are making so that you are more knowledgeable about what it is that you are getting into. That's so that your money, when you look ahead 5, 10, 20 years from now, you won't look back and say, damn, I made a huge mistake. Because that's what Alibaba has been so far. It's been a huge mistake, and they've been telling you to invest in it for the last 2 years. To catch a falling dagger. Matter of fact, I'll tell you what. Let's listen to Charlie Munger. Charlie Munger came across this as well. Here we go. I want y'all to listen closely. This is Charlie Munger, one of the greatest investors of our time. Rip to that man.
Another question asking about some of the situations with Alibaba. He said, how should investors view geopolitical events in regards to their investment in foreign countries? How do you look at the situation of the recent Chinese spy balloon in regards to the Alibaba investment?
Well, of course, it was a very interesting thing. Jack Ma was a dominant capitalist in Alibaba. And one day he got up and made a public speech where he basically said the Communist Party is full of malarkey. They don't know their ass from their elbow. They're no damn good, and I'm smart. And of course, the Communist Party didn't particularly like his speech. And pretty soon he just sort of disappeared from view for months on end. And now he's out of BYD. It was pretty stupid. It's like poking a bear in the nose with a sharp stick. It's not smart. And Jack Ma got way out of line by popping off the way he did to the Chinese government. And of course it hurt Alibaba. But I regard Alibaba as one of the worst mistakes I ever made. In thinking about Alibaba, I got charmed with the idea of their position on the Chinese internet. I didn't stop to realize they're still a goddamn retailer. It's going to be a competitive business, the internet. It's not going to be a cakewalk for everybody.
Well, what he told you right there, you heard it from the horse's mouth himself, from the man himself, one of the greatest investors of our time. Let me do this for y'all as well, so I have an understanding exactly who Jack Ma is. He basically said Jack Ma, who is one of the co-founders, if y'all didn't know, of Alibaba. Alibaba is basically the Chinese Amazon, okay? It's that country's Amazon. If there was an Amazon to exist over there in China, it would be Alibaba. That's what Alibaba is over there, right? And so everybody over here has been enamored with the idea of investing in a foreign Amazon. That is essentially what has happened. Everybody got FOMO about Alibaba, which leads me to my third and final point for this video. Stay away from FOMO. The fear of missing out. Stay away from it. It will destroy and obliterate your returns in the market. Stay away from it. He basically just said Jack Ma is an idiot. I'm going to break it down for y'all in layman's terms. Jack Ma is an idiot. He thought he was smarter than the government over there, and they had to teach his ass a lesson. And he had to go sit down somewhere. And as a result, Alibaba took the hit. They don't explain to you the dangers of investing in foreign companies and in foreign markets. They don't express to you Paul Gabriel, everything money. They just acted like Alibaba was just another company here that you could just invest in. It's no big deal. It is a big deal, especially when you don't understand the leadership over there and how that impacts the economy and that investing community. It is a big deal. You cannot afford to overlook that. That's why when I say when you study a stock, you have to take into your assessment in regard the totality of everything regarding that stock. Everything that's happening. World news. Public news. You have to take those things into account along with your financial statements, along with business performance, along with market performance, along with the history. You got to take all of those things into account. Why? Because they all affect the business. They all affect the market, which means it affects your investment. Everything money don't tell you that. They just now learning the lesson. They just now telling people. But at first they acted like it wasn't a big deal. I'm telling you what I know. I don't want nothing. I don't want no parts of Alibaba. That's me personally as an investor. Y'all do what you want. Just make sure you study up on it. Stay away from FOMO, the fear of missing out. When you see people rallying to a stock in the stock market, when you see people rallying to an idea or rallying to a business, you should probably stay away from it because it's likely already too late. Y'all probably heard a lot of people talk about how they came up during the GameStop FOMO craze, right? What you didn't hear and what you didn't see was all the people that lost their ass on it. Stay away from FOMO. Stay away from fake investors and fake gurus. Ian Dunlap. Stay away from people that never show you their returns. How about that? Ian Dunlap. Stay away from people that never show you their returns. Paul Gabriel. Everything money. Stay away from people that never show you their returns, but want to give you advice on investments. Stay away. Stay away from popular people that try to pitch you scams like Logan Paul. Shout out to CoffeeZilla, did a great video about how he's just now trying to pay back all the people that he scammed with CryptoZoo, which was some bullshit from the jump, but millions of people bought into it. Stay away from scams. There is no easy route. There is no easy way to get to the top. It is, if you want to get there, if you want to achieve your financial goals and your financial success, it's likely going to take, for the majority of people, for the people that's not gonna hit the lottery tomorrow, I'm telling you what it's going to take. It's going to take hard work, dedication, studying, knowledge, and applying all of those tools to your resources to get the outcome that you want. Formulate your game plan and execute. That's it. Let's have a great 2024 going forward. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about all this. Let me know what y'all think about Play of the Day. Maybe you liked it. Maybe you didn't like it. It's okay. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I'll see y'all in the next video.
Jesus of Nazareth, Lord have mercy. Screaming to the heavens, I don't know if he heard me. Black Sabbath, Bloody Sunday. Walking with the savages, I'm finding my way. I even got the rosary on, but the roads that we on are dead and street cold frozen beyond.